say. Because some other regions are a little bit more complicated in terms of who makes it how far and when, but for CIS it's fairly straightforward. The top 4 teams make it to the next round. The winner of that will make it to TI. It's as simple as. My name is Dragon Job. Once again, happy to welcome you guys here to this continued coverage on CIS Line 1 for the TI7 Regionals. And for the first couple of games, I'm joined by a very special co-caster. It's Garter. How are you doing, man?
Hey man, hello. How are you doing?
Yep, I'm doing great. So, we're excited to have you here because you've played against these guys quite a bit in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. It's actually funny to cast for them. You're like, dude, what am I supposed to draft against these guys?
Yeah.
Not what I'm supposed to tell about them. But yeah, it's the Tiny Wisp by Team Spirit. It's like their most comfortable strat right there.
A couple of months ago, I casted them in a tournament, and they actually got to pick that every single game almost for some reason. And they just went on a tear. They just didn't let up. And they made it look so easy. And even in this tournament, it's kind of crazy how the Wisp even comes through. It's normally one of the most banned heroes. Actually, not the most banned heroes, quite far down. 45 bans he has of this morning. Most banned hero actually being the Night Stalker, which is also taken out in this game. But yeah, I mean, why do you think Double Dimension has given up this IO in the first place?
Could be that they just like not so focused anymore after their results. Not that they didn't think about it, or maybe they have something like ready to counter pick it. Like Veno already is pretty good pick against Io. Like you can't heal people and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
Yeah. You have the damage over on you, of course, the bottle charges and whatnot that you're looking for aren't going to be as effective for the heals. Yeah. I can see that. Of course, the Earthshaker too, right? One of the better counters to IO relocating in somebody.
Yeah, for sure. It's more like that this IO hero enables you to do and play your own game. That's why a hero is so good. Like you can decide when you want to fight, if you want to split them. That's why it's annoying to deal with.
Yep.
And
you can do
these
like
guys play
both at the
pretty
same
good.
time, right? You can farm on one side of the map with IO +1, then the rest of the team can kind of look for opportunities elsewhere, and you always still have that 5-man available to fight if necessary.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Alright, so I also like the Centaur in conjunction with that. Gives you an extra bit of Blink Initiator, great for the movement speed to just make sure that after you relocate in, you can actually keep on target. And maybe try and dodge Venoman's ultimate, some of these kind of things. Have a counter to these slows in particular.
I think it's mainly because when you have this IO hero, you want to get at least 1 or 2 heroes that can set up kills for you, right? Like you want to be able to farm freely with Tiny somewhere around whatever you want on the map, and then your other 2 initiators should be able to set up kills for you. Like you don't want to waste time walking around up and down. Like you just want to be farming, and this guy blinks stun one guy for you, and you go kill him. And to farm.
Basically, let someone else do the dirty work for you, and then just swoop in for the kill.
Yeah.
Like you see spammers and pubs, so just press R only to steal kills.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's how Team Spirit also like to operate. Just make sure that Iceberg on this Tiny gets big and huge with like a quick axe. I think that's his build still.
Yeah.
And just start hitting down towers.
It depends. Sometimes you get like this blink, and then you go axe or something. But usually axe is a get-go item.
Alright, but if you look at Double Dimension, they've got a good strat of their own going, right? You have the Earthshaker just as kind of a comfort pick, good controlling hero. But then Venomancer, Lycan, Jakiro, all of these are heroes that can push towers extremely well. So with that, will they be able to put on enough pressure on Team Spirit that they can try and grab control of the map before Team Spirit gets the farm to really execute their own things? Is this too all? Oh yeah, I was talking about Double Dimension's push. Like, is this too all in, or is this like suitable for them to be able to restrict Team Spirit's farm enough?
I mean, it's like watching their lineup, it's more like they just have really strong lanes. It's not that much of super push oriented. Like usually, like you take Lycan when you want to mostly have him in a 1v1 matchup, but it's also good against Team Spirit heroes.
Mhm.
And then you have this Veno who basically just sits in lane, usually alone, while your other teammates are doing something.
Yep.
Like they have a good push, but not necessarily 5-man. Like they just want to get towers all over the map, not necessarily like 3 people or 4 in one tower. Like
Yeah, I guess it also works.
yeah,
Um,
like the 5-man push lineups are pretty much that. Like not so many people doing that, unless obviously you're snowballing too much, and
Yeah.
then you wanna like make sure your opponents have no towers left by minute 20.
well, speaking of towers, Team Spirit get themselves a pretty decent tower destroyer themselves with the Shadow Shaman. Also really good control up against the Lycan in particular, just having that long duration shackles available to make sure that he can't run away in his ultimate form. Seems to be like
Mhm.
the about as good as reason as any to pick up that hero. Now
Yeah.
last bands come out. Double Dimension, they have the very last pick. So in that context, is it gonna be a mid hero or are we gonna see a Venomancer mid? Where do you see that
Yeah,
these heroes fit in?
I was thinking about it. I think Venom mid is not that bad against this IO tiny. Like you can gale them and like hit them so hard. Like and Jakiro like can come and help you. And like I said, like this Lycan is a solo hero pretty much. So even if he's against Centaur 1v1, he just totally free farms.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have like Veno, Yakiro mid hitting your tiny, and you don't really have much to do with that. We'll see though. They could
Yeah.
still change it up. See some teams running it offline. Not so sure about that, but to me it looks like
Yeah.
the dual mid was Yakiro.
Would make a lot of sense, right? And then right now you even still have the option to just run this Earthshake in 4 position, but more likely as the offlaner, and then now pick up another roaming hero.
Yep.
That's now we'll find out obviously what they want to do. They still have a minute left of reserve time. So is there like
hmm
any other options that they could lane this? Maybe even go some
Well,
sort of aggressive lane with the Lycan.
not sure. Like, I think their main part of their strategy is that they want to make sure this Veno is doing good and their IO Tiny are not. So I think they're just gonna invest to try to shut down that lane. But since like Steam Spirit plays that lane, from what I've seen at least, pretty much only mid. So I think they just want to make sure they do that and get as much farm as they can on the other heroes while pressuring their mid laner. Basically the main part of their strat.
Alright. Well, they're definitely taking their time to round out that lineup. Of course, for them, as I said before, it's not so much a matter of actually can we make it through.
Yeah.
It's more of a matter of just bragging rights, just a glorified scrim even. And
Yeah.
this is something that I did not expect the Zeus. Huh.
This is also not so bad.
Yeah.
Thundershock playing it as well, so should be this mid.
Yeah. And now that I see Undershock, I want to say he's also played Earthshaker mid before in a couple of games. So that even wasn't also out of the picture for Double Dimensions. So, but yeah, it's gonna be the Undershock, and fittingly enough, of course, with the name as well, playing a Zeus character like this.
Yeah. Actually, pretty funny. Yeah, this flow guy is their offlaner, so seems like it's the Venom offlane.
But offlane Earthshaker roaming, Jakiro will probably still have to help out Zeus in mid. Just up against this IO tiny dual lane that's that's bound to come out. And then that would leave Lycan pretty much solo against a Brewmaster, by the looks of it.
That's what they would like to do, pretty much. But not sure, honestly. Like, things changed a lot, because you cannot really pressure Tiny Wisp with Zeus your hero, like as much as you could with Veno your hero.
Yep.
Maybe I'm mistaken, but we'll see. Like, feel like they're getting like they're letting them get away with a lot if they put Zeus mid.
I'm so happy. Ansgar has the Compendium Cube. IO Arcana. But of course, one guy on each team is not supporting esports. Come on, guys. Come on. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, game number 1 here, at least as far as my stream is concerned. We're heading towards the end of the CS TI7 regional qualifiers. Team Spirit definitely still running. They need to win this game to maintain the chances. Double Dimension, they're out already, but they're playing still for fame and honor. Alright, predictions really quick. Number of ancient camps stacked. Probably not too many, I would imagine. No classic ancient farming heroes here in this game. Team with the most Roche kills. I believe in Team Spirit. They can do it.
Sorry, I was fixing some stuff.
No worries.
Team with the most Roshan kills. I don't know, hard to say. I doubt there will be any Roche kills this game. Like there's so many tower heroes. Like, I mean, they could invest. I'd say DD kills Roche a bit easier, but who knows?
30 seconds to go.
I don't know. I think Team Spirit is going to win this game, so naturally they should be able to get Roshan more reliably.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree. Logically, that's the
the more interesting one is first player to get 50
player.
last hits. Would be either Iceberg or. I want to say
honestly,
Iceberg
I think
because
Centaur. I think the
Centaur, maybe, yeah.
633. Yeah, I think. Oh, they are going aggro, so
It's
no
kinda
way he's getting
yeah.
them.
It's kind of
Yeah,
contested.
go
get
like
contested.
and dude or tiny.
I went tiny because BZZ is going to be contested super hard here on the Centaur. And
Yeah,
down bottom,
seems like-
the other candidate would have been the Lycan, who can last it very easily. But he's also going to be up in the solo lane up against the Brewmasters, which is a decent enough matchup for DK Phobos, I suppose.
Yeah, it is. It is fine. Panda is pretty good hero on 1v1 matchups, unless you're playing against some bat or something.
Dansko has a bottle flying out already. I mean, would you even consider starting with a stick here on the IO? Instead of just going for the battle rush here if you know you're up against the Zeus? I mean, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference because he's going to get the stick anyway soon. Oh, maybe not. Good fish
Honestly, yeah, no, I honestly don't know too much about Io. Like, I think everyone just prefers to get this bottle fast.
Yeah.
Because they can do much more, like, even if they rotate around. Like, you don't need to have sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, like, filling and stuff, and you don't get much gold unless you straight up buy it like that. Like, you don't want to wait another 200 gold to get it.
Yeah. It's also seal, it's also the mana here, especially in this particular matchup, I think. Because you pretty much have mana for one combo, 2 spells onto the Tiny. And the bottle just makes sure they can spam those out a little bit more, try and get control of the lane.
Usually people who play Tiny Wisp, like, they try to let the Wisp get the bottle, and the other guy just gets, like, other items, like treads, stick and stuff. But Iceberg has queued the
Oh, the toss back here
bottle
onto
in his
Venscore.
stash.
Eugenian is actually taking quite a few tower hits. Venscore, no spurs just yet, so no easy way to actually finish him off. So Eugenians, will he survive here? Probably not, because there's also more help coming through. FNG on the Shadow Shaman. Easy kill, just zaps it down.
Secured.
Yeah. Typical Shadow Shaman contribution. Just level 1. I mean, it's a pretty good nuke. It's a lot of fun to use.
It's pretty good for him, because they're getting not so much top.
Yeah.
So, that was good. Get that boots. And then he can move around, like, instead of staying top, he can kill mid more and stuff.
And top, you gotta be very careful how you go on a Venom, because if he gales you, right-clicks you down. Oh well, gonna go on Jakiro now. There's the Gale coming out, as we mentioned, follow-up stun onto the Dragon, and Dark will just straight up die. Well, BZ's on front lines is not nearly as scary, but it's still something to look out for if you're just a Shadow Shaman alone, caught out by the slow and whatnot.
Yeah, I think they're looking to ditch the lane now.
Got another toss back and an undershock. He's in a lot of trouble actually. Another toss available by Iceberg in a moment. And okay. Can't even hype that up all that much because it was just straight up outplay, I guess.
I missed that. Like, didn't get to see that.
I know Undershock was next to the tree line somehow, so I can only imagine there was a toss involved. And did another
Yeah,
one to
they.
put it up.
It's the thing. People try to do most when they're playing this tiny mid. Like, yeah, look.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
This is so
It's like
sad.
yeah. You really like. This is why I thought like, why not Veno Yakiro mid instead?
Yeah.
Like, when Tiny tries to run at you with that stun and stuff, you gale him and you cannot do much about that.
Yeah.
Or you're Zeus and yeah, you're spamming nukes, but you're not safe at all. Like,
Well, Undershock is definitely being punished hard by that. That as well as Jakiro just opting to not helping out actively, rather just trying to stack and pull down bottom. And he'll also be able to intercept the runes, so that's good. The taunt coming out after the rune deny. I love these, but yeah, it's not a great start for Double Dimension to say the least. I mean, how's bottom lane going? Next, 16 last hit, so at least he's keeping slightly ahead of DK Phobos.
he's a bit ahead because he's getting a bit of help from Yakiro pulls, and even Shaker was there for some time.
Speaking of Shaky, mid rotation back mid. Still level 1 on this guy, so can only do so much. And yeah, in the second, the shrine will be back up as well. So even without bottle charges, Io can help make sure Iceberg's up to full health, full mana. And yeah,
It's
they'll
perfect
be
timing for them.
they'll be back in fighting shape. So Iceberg is on path to be that madness that he can be on a 0.
He's doing pretty well so far.
Oh, top lane, FNG? Okay. Just TP's out. Easy counter. But yeah, how much you'd expect this Veno to be able to do? Because Flo is the only one who's getting really good last hits here on this team. What can you do with that going forward in the next 10 to 15 minutes?
Honestly, kind of hard for Veno if he gets like if he's the only one with farm. Like Brew ulti, Centaur ulti, like they have a lot of stuff to deal with. Basically, the way they fight around it, like they can just make sure they kill him first, and if he doesn't get any help, like it's hard for him to even do that much. But we'll see. Like he needs to get sustain items like Veil, Pipe maybe, so he doesn't die too fast and he can pop all these spells. Like the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Radiant, but not sure. Like they're getting too little farm on other lanes.
I guess the one alternative would be, at least for now, Venomancer just spams up these level 3, level 4 Plague Wards and just not leave a lane until the tier 1 is down, so it's at least some guaranteed farm, but, well, they might lose a few heroes here. FNG with the Shackles on Eugenius, ultimate comes through, Eugenius doesn't find the stun on everybody, and instead BZ just ignores him. Goes straight for Dark as a follow-up with another Shackle. Vansko got the kill, singing this nice little song there. It's triumph indeed for Team Spirit as he got 2 great kills.
Yeah, was pretty good for him.
Yeah.
Much needed kills. Because they're low level, like, it's good if you keep killing them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure. What, oh, yeah. Shit. They're super poor on their supports.
Yeah. Team Spirit though, not so much. I mean, with the skill involvement, Vansko's already level 5. He's also done some stacks for zone and also in preparation for Iceberg to take some of these. But even the Tiny is level 7 now, compared to Zeus in a 2v1 lane.
Yeah, like you said, like once they finish up these stacks, he's gonna get Blink and they are super high level. It's actually, it's gonna be so hard to play. Like the only hero that's gonna have a gameplay after this guy gets a Blink, I feel it's gonna be Venom. Like, other guys won't be able to show on map that much. It's so easy to kill them with this far ahead.
FNG in potential danger. It's gonna go to place a ward, but the wraparound is there on the side of DD. Yeah. Just grabs the rune, goes another way out, and just straight TP.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Actually TP straight down bottom. And now with Stampede and BZZ coming in to try and just insta-give this Lycan, and they will. This is not really complicated what they're doing, is it? I mean, BZZ has Stampede, they just run at somebody, get the kill. Don't quite have the the Shadow Shaman wards yet, so they can't easily bring down this tower, but they will be able to do a little bit of extra damage if they stick around.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Honestly, like, DD has no answer to this kind of stuff.
You know the drill.
They need to get more levels on Veno. They need to make sure that they are the ones like pressuring the tower, like not getting caught on lanes. Like they need to set up that they force Team Spirit to fight for a tier 1, or there's not much of a play they can make. Like unless they make sure that they fight under Veno wards and Zeus being able to hide,
Yep.
they can't really fight them.
Team Spirit's
Like,
kind of
they're
giving up
way
this top tier 1
underleveled.
as BZZ mid rotation out, of course. So free space for Flow to just spam ward after ward to bring down a tier 1 tower, because only 10 minutes in it's actually very hard to deal with max level plague wards. So Team Spirit opt to just not do it at all. Instead, just find their farm here. We saw Vance going Iceberg starting to take some of these stacks. The Blink Dagger only 200 gold away now.
Yep. Great timings.
Relocate is online as well. And let's talk a bit more about DK Focus. He also has a Blink queued up, but also a few other things. Like, what's the standard build for Brewmasters these days? Like,
Honestly,
apart from Blink,
yeah, I mean, honestly, you get Blink into depending what your team wants from you, usually. Like, Vlad's BKB, like, depends what your job will be. Like, this game, he could even go some sustain item. Like, I don't see an issue if he went pipe, actually, at all. Like, just play the typical position 3.
Yep.
Like, use pipe and you're making Radiant lineup pretty useless.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Most likely Vlad's, I'd say. Yeah, he has a PMS queued, but I don't think he'll go for that.
Well, here we go
I
again.
doubt that.
Iceberg just runs in with the Blink, but Vance goes starting to take quite a bit of damage. Next level is here to get the counter kill with 2 swipes of his claw. Now Iceberg, all alone in middle lane, does have another throw. Try and keep this wolf away from him, and that'll be successful. Double dimension for get the first kill on the board, and quite a valuable one at that for the safe lane carry. Where's kind of falling
Yeah,
behind?
well,
I mean,
they're
Lycan,
doing good.
Lycan is sitting at 4k now after the kill, still like 700 gold away from his Venomancer offlaner.
Yeah, like Team Spirit dropped the momentum a bit because they are waiting for this blink on Tiny. And they're trying to wait for the other 2 blinks. So there's been a bit of room to breathe for DD.
Well, not
As
for
we say
Undershark at
that.
the very least. He's just
Yeah.
constantly being tossed back in this one. Vance continuing on the high ground, healing out Iceberg, making sure that he's alright. Eugenius though, well, he's already used the fissure. There's no easy blocks, and now more support coming through from Team Spirit. They didn't get the kill this time. But now, well, the Shackles toss back up to the high ground. Follow-up control, they bring him down. FNG though, a lot of damage over time on him. But be right kicked down if it wasn't for Vensko here, trying to keep him alive, but with all these combined forces of the Veno as well as the Zeus ult, they will grab that extra kill onto FNG as well. Right, so yeah, they're fighting back, at the very least.
Yeah,
Lot
they're
of space
doing
for Veno.
okay-ish now. Yeah, Veno and Lycan are top 3 on net worth. They're catching up, they're doing better.
Veno's also very close to this level 10, so plus 30% XP gain together with the Midas. Pretty damn strong. Okay, I missed that one. Iceberg and Vance gone.
Yeah,
This
great
time it
ward
worked out.
there by Team Spirit. It was the super good ward. Like they're getting 2 kills out of it. It's actually so. This is ward on Radiant jungle.
No, I'm really sad for the Shakira. Because reasons.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah, not even level 5 yet.
13 minutes in, not level 5. That's a rough game. Oh, Veno went for the Midas.
Yep.
That's pretty greedy considering how they were doing. But guess He's okay. He has the Veil as well now. He's
Yep.
doing
Radiant's
super
mid
fine.
tower's coming apart.
The juicy XP.
Almost
Intel.
blink on Centaur as well.
Is there already? Oh yeah, he has. He has it.
Radiant's
Can
Yeah,
pick it
but-
up right down now on top of the hood.
7 in a row.
Yeah,
Okay.
all cores have blinks now.
Yeah, DK
Tiny-
Phobos. Damn, that's so fast.
Bro.
In 13 minutes, 3 blinks on 3 heroes that are absolutely terrifying with that item. It's
Yeah,
It's not
this
a
is
fun
their
prospect.
timing. Like, yeah, this is timing where DD need to make sure they group up a lot more than they would like, because they get punished so easy. Like, if Brook blinks, claps, and ulti, like you don't have an answer for that unless you're like there with more than 2 people or 3.
Yep.
We'll see how they deal with it.
Well, for
They're on
the
to
last
them
gank
now.
down bottom, DK Phobos didn't even have to ult, so he still has that available. But now it's up top with the flows in a bit of trouble.
Radiant's
Blink
bottom
stomp
my.
from the centaur. What's being committed? Not sure if that was necessary, to be quite honest. But
They
hey,
probably didn't see where the Tiny and Wisp were, otherwise they wouldn't have done it.
yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But
Even
yeah,
then, I feel like
it
you have
was
so
overkill.
much control. I mean, you have the 2-second centaur stomp, and then easy follow up with the max level shackle. That's 5 more seconds.
I agree.
Oh well, it happens. Meanwhile, down mid, the fight, Unshock dropping low. That's the first blue ultimate that we've seen on camera here. Controlling up the Jakiro as well as the Earthshaker. Now, on the Lycan, that was actually the one in the air. Makes a lot of sense here as that's wasting his ultimate.
Yeah.
Now Stampede comes through, Undershock will be just straight up run down. Flo trying to find an angle for an ultimate or something, but Team Spirit with a good formation. Still sticking around, have to be careful. Of course, with no brew ultimate, that's a failsafe kind of, or one of these failsafe out of the picture. Team
The
Spirit
most
just played
important
safe.
part is that, as you can see, like they're forcing them to stay grouped, and as soon as they group up, these guys split and they farm. And the moment you try to split and get some farm as well, like they go on you. Like it's kind of tricky, especially if you lose early game against Tiny Wisp lineup.
Radiant's
Gets super
top
hard to
tower's
play.
in bad shape.
My, Tiny almost has eggs as well. 1k away from it.
I'd really love if they just relocated down on Undershock as soon as he TP'd in. If they just knew that he was completely alone, and they would have probably done it, but not too much deep vision here from Dai's side in the Radiant jungle.
Yeah, it expired. Undershock went and checked right where he got jumped earlier. The word expired, so couldn't find it anyway.
Look at these stacks though. It's another
I
big
like
one
how
advancement takes
Vanscourt is
himself.
trying to farm them by
Yeah.
himself.
That's something that
So
you can do
greedy,
quite
man.
easily with the IO, but well, oh, the tether out before the stun can come through. Quick fingers there on this guy. Now some of these stacks may be taken though if, yeah, Google Graph, a couple of right clicks.
Yeah, he got it.
Like you can jungle quite effectively here, just with the spirits just exploding. They do quite a decent amount of damage. So,
The Dire could
not as good as good a way to spend your time if you're not doing anything else.
tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Alright, Iceberg though, yeah, that's a build that I've known from him on this hero. Blink straight into Axe, and with that'll buff up his combo, it'll buff up his right clicks. You have that attack speed from the IO anyways, so this is the point where towers can just fall one by one, even without the Shadow Shaman wards committed. Speaking of Shadow Shaman, he
It's pretty scary.
said they want to go on
Pretty
him,
scary.
but just don't have easy initiation. All they got was the ultimate.
Well, at least
like-
they forced the wards. Yeah. Well, they're relocating anyway.
God, they really want this. There it is, up on the high ground. They cancel TP, get themselves an easy double kill with that. Now the
this is
Stampede to
better.
try and catch up with next level, but not uses his ultimate form, 650 movement speed. It's freaking damn OP.
Yep.
Radiant's top
So
tower
just have to
He's
settle for it
super
now. Come on, Iceberg, buy your axe.
Radiant's
Wait,
top
do they have
tower
2 couriers?
taking hits.
Why do they have 2 couriers?
Yeah,
Radiant's
they do have
structures
2 farming
fortified.
scores. Yeah, I didn't notice
Uh.
that till you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Well, they're sending so many items out at once that they actually have need of 2 couriers, which is the other crazy thing. Like 5 items on the one, 3 on the other. Yeah, that's a big old tree in the hands of Iceberg, and I don't know, Gata. I don't really see how Double Dimension can come back from this, not with this kind of lineup. Unless it's like a
Veno
huge
just got a
strike with
blink.
TFA.
I think if they can get vision on Team Spirit lineup and this Veno can blink Veil ult, like it could be not so easy for them to fight around.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a Centaur ulti to retreat, but like still, that's a good thing for them.
You think
I
Central
mean,
might go
looking at the
Axe
things right now,
eventually?
he went Trials. Not sure. They like there's Centaurs who go utility items like Force Stuff and some maybe even Pipe or something. I don't think they really need Axe. They just need the magic resistance
Yeah.
on him or someone.
Something about that.
The pipe on
Like
anyone would
they
make
don't
more
have
sense.
they don't have physical damage on DD lineup except Lycan.
No.
And he's not even that fat, so they should just build some magic damage resistance.
Well, Menno
Pipes.
gets plus 75
Need to be
damage at level 20.
Yeah,
That's
not
some physical
very
damage.
likely that this Venom is gonna hit people.
That is true.
His hope is that he blinks ultis and hopes for the best.
Yeah. That's what I would do whenever I played Venno. Blink Veil
He's
ults,
pretty
press
fat,
Gale
though.
on 2 heroes, and then, alright, I'll be AFK, I'm gonna be dead anyways.
Thing is that he is fat, but he's pretty much with Lycan only. That's the thing, because
Yeah.
otherwise he could do more than just that. Like if he had other people. I guess if Lycan runs in and makes space for him, he can do a lot more than just that, but looking at things, I don't see how. Like Shaker is pretty far away from Blink still.
Yeah, Team Spirit, they also have some decent ways to just kite around the Lycan, right? It's not just the Shadow Shaman, it's mostly just the Brewmaster ultimate as well. The Storm Ruling, just lifting Lycan up into the air, just wasting so much time on his ultimate. Which Lycan really relies on to be able to just get on top of somebody.
He does. Especially the way he's buying his items, like no Mask of Madness, like your kill potential is much slower. Like you're not as threatening when you're going defensive items on second item, especially. He's going for Halberd.
Radiant's mid tower.
At least that's what I thought I saw.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going for him.
It's a good way to try and keep the Tiny off your back, but he still has his combo to work with, which is not gonna get. He misses that stomp,
Nice
and now
dodge.
caught with the Ice Blast. Follow from Thomas, though. Drops his ultimate, they want to take a fight up on the high ground. Iceberg with a blink, trying to take out this Venno here, but no, they keep the distance. Don't quite have the burst for him, but they did get the Jakiro. Now they're looking for the Lycan. Couple right clicks here and there with the Shackles keeping in place. Easy money. Benskor, I don't know what he's dying to. That was the ultimate to finish him off, but now Undershark, well, DK4 was still there, blinks across instead of sticking around his next level. He bought back for this. You need to do something else. Shackles in the back, Earthshaker trying to go for the wraparound play, but he just dies. F&G will be the trade. His next level swipes him down. Now, DK4 was
Oh
back
my
in target
they
as
have
well.
Shrine up.
Yeah, they can't fight into Shrine, surely. Well, just to say that he still runs up into 3 heroes, follow control, just burst him down. Couple of right clicks here, good damage being done to Iceberg. If they can get this trade, this could still be good. At least one, the shock and flow, the surviving members. BZZ, well, that TP will be cancelled. Still stick charges to work with, but it's just so much damage over time and plenty of mana left on Undershock. They actually take a good team fight here. Dieback on Lycan though, is it worth it?
Not sure about worthing it, but like I said, like if you fight against Venus Zeus for a long time, you always lose the fight, even if they're poor. Like their spells are so good for this kind of fights.
Yeah,
Like
Undershock
you,
got
if you
2.5k
don't burst them
gold.
down, yeah, I'm not sure why they're focusing Lycan so much. Like if they don't kill Zeus and Veno in fights, like straight from the get-go, like you cannot really win fights in long fights like this. And actually, they were pretty lucky that they had the shrine up, because Tiny would have died much earlier.
Yep.
And Lycan wouldn't have had to die back.
Yep.
Oh well, still not that bad.
They'll get some revenge down bottom. Eugenian's actually still alive here, just tanky enough to withstand this combo, doing about 1200 damage or so at this point, which is insane. He has
Yeah,
like
he's
14
so close to
wins.
blink. I hope
Yep.
he doesn't die. Poor guy.
I mean, you hope he doesn't die again. This poor guy, he's 0, 5, and 0 actually.
Yeah.
It's been a long time
He's
since I've
having a
seen an
rough game.
Earthshaker with this kind of a scoreline.
It's hard for him. It's not so easy for the Radiant lineup to get kills. Especially in the laning stage, you saw how it went, so he wasn't so useful.
Alright, going back to what Team Spirit has started before, going straight for Roche to come in another set of wards, level 2. Plus a medallion down FNG to make this a little bit easier. Iceberg the only one in the pit, rest of Team Spirit, well, just waiting for someone to come through. That ultimate though, that's wasted. Not sure what they saw.
Yeah, I thought they saw the Venom, but he smoked for
Yeah.
quite a while.
They get the blind stun on the high. Actually, not blind. This with the smoke being done. They have the wards and the high grounds here. So for Gifo tries to come in, he tries to get the ult off here, but they do have enough damage to burst him down before that's happening. Just enough interrupt, and now Vanscore is in trouble as well. Next level just swats him down like a fly, and now the rest of Team Spirit, they're on the run. What is happening here?
That could be a rush for DD.
Yeah, so we're down to half health. Rip predictions, I guess.
Rush.
Come on, Team Spirit. Oh man. Push now. Yeah. It's got a bit of a turnaround. I mean, if you look at the gold graph, it was a 10k gold lead or so at some point for Team Spirit. Now down to 5k. It's a little bit more experienced, right back to the 0 mark. So, yeah, have they kind of fizzled out here on this tiny, or I don't know. Feels like they could have done more to kind of keep the momentum going if they just didn't go for this Roche, didn't try to force it.
Yeah, I think they just needed to split the map a bit more. I'm not sure why they're forcing the rush. Like, they felt like they could take it faster, but then they left the pit, go for these kills. Things got weird after that. Like, if they just split, like, DD has no way of dealing with this. Like, put 2 heroes bottom. If you want the Roche so bad, put Tiny Wisp bot. 3 other heroes are hitting Roche with Rasta wards. And, like, when enemy comes to defend bot, you relocate Tiny and Roche pit and you get free Roche like that.
Well, they actually called Vanscore with a Gale here. Blow just with a
they're
random
out.
spell on the side, but yeah, they get that frack out of there. Vanscore still has to relocate just for emergencies, but obviously it would still doom him to death.
Yeah,
They'll be fine.
they wanna save that when they can.
Yeah.
Centaur ulti is kinda good for this purposes.
Yeah, it's a 75 second.
Yeah,
cooldown,
Centaur is
so
going pipe into force of.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the
It's a
business.
build, I like that.
Dire structures looking fortified.
Yeah, especially seeing how these last couple of team fights have been going, you definitely need the pipe. Maybe 2 even against Benno and Zeus.
Gave up bottom tower.
Like, I've seen this kind of stuff before, but yeah, for now, DK Phobos, well, he has some help from FNG. They will be able to bring down the Earthshaker without even resorting to the Brewmaster ultimate. And now, well, there's a relocate going through. So Iceberg can turn this into an easy tower kill. At least gets a few swipes off. Vanscore just leaves them there to die. FNG?
Radiant's mid towers.
Alright, that's the bad part of the woods. And now they want to find more. Next level with the ultimate. Finds the courier, alright. That works. And now the DK Phobos with follow-up damage. Next level down to half health. Glimmer Cape on Iceberg. But Vanscore, well, he has to try and kite around a little bit more. That ultimate's still going for long enough, so that ball of light should end up dying. But at what cost? Undershock's being brought down. BZZ controls up Dark. Iceberg, he makes a call. Yeah, let's just go for this guy. I have another blink in a second, but they realize, well,
I think they
maybe
want,
not the best.
yeah.
Instead, let's go for this Lycan guy. DK Phobos also tracking him the entire time. Let's see Aegis down. Buyback though from the Zeus here. The fight's still not quite yet over. Double dimension, we want to make them pay for it here. They don't find BZ in the side, he was out of mana, so couldn't have continued to fight. That the Nimbus Cloud didn't catch anyone either, and as a result, the rest of these 2 heroes, DK Phobos and Iceberg, will also get the TP back to base, so... Well, successful
I'm
gambit there
surprised
from
they
Team
didn't
Spirit.
get any of them.
Yeah.
Not sure why on the shock went X. I think this item is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's... I think it can be useful in situations. Like, if he held on to the Nimbus a little bit later, maybe you figure out where they try and TP out, so just put that in this area and cancel the TPs.
Yeah.
And just...
Because
just
thing
really good
is that
vision
the
as well.
fights are super fast and chaotic.
Yeah.
Oh, this Nimbus.
It's not
Not
good
sure
for these
how
fights
good
that
it
are
is.
all over the map, that's
Yeah. he also doesn't have like a lot of lockdown on his team to abuse it.
Dyer's
I don't know,
top
maybe I'm
tower's
wrong.
getting beat down.
Guess because of the talent as well, the mini stun
Bottom towers
Yeah.
seen better
and so on.
days.
People are skilling or buying it, but I haven't seen much Zeus period, especially Axis.
Oh yeah. Definitely not the most common hero. Actually, check
Well,
how much Double Dimension is playing it.
Brew is going for Axe.
Also not a common hero for Double Dimension. It's not on record for them at all on Dota buff.
Lasts much longer.
Yeah, man, this game looks, I don't know, pretty promising for DD, I'd say.
Definitely not out of it yet, but they do have to deal with this Tiny who's taking so much damage.
Oh
Look at this! They also
my.
get the Echo Slam. Cancel the relocate. Well, they still lose half the damage because, well, Tiny hitting it 2 times plus the wards. But meanwhile, on the other side of the map, your BCZ on Shrine barely keeping him alive. Now gets the stun. Followed there from FNG. Possible with Shackles. DK Phobos with another bit of a nuke. They should be able to finish up the Lycan. You know, it's a very, very fast chicken there for a second.
Yeah, he went pretty YOLO. He was angry that he could have got the centaur, but the creeps kept blocking him. So he's like, I'm gonna chase you to base, you retard, till I kill you.
Where are my face boots? Get a second pair of boots. I mean, in wolf form, you have 4 feet, so why not? Kappa.
Gold for me.
But yeah, I mean, where we at right now? Team Spirit, of course, they have. If they get to a tower, they can do a lot of damage. We've just seen that down bottom. But Double Dimension, their magic damage is still making a big difference. And Iceberg, he went for this AC, and only now starting to work into his BKB. So, how big of a timing window does DD have now to try and get more control?
Yeah, they actually should try to force some stuff if possible, because before Tiny and the other guys have Beaky Beats, they don't possess too much of a threat anymore. Like, look at Zeus farm, he's really farmed right now. He and Venom are insanely farmed.
Second and
I
third
don't know,
highest
this
farm on the
game
map.
is looking pretty even. And even though there's a 5k net worth lead on Dire, like, team fights don't matter. Like, 5k in this kind of lineup doesn't matter. If that 5k was 2 BKBs, then yeah, but it's not BKBs, it's like some random item like Solar Crest. Like Veno, Zeus and stuff don't care about these
Top towers
Yep.
getting beat
items.
down.
Well, Flo is knocking on the high ground. Down bottom, no. It's not keeping back either. Meanwhile, the relocate comes into the back, so Iceberg wants to get this kill, but the blink out from Flo.
Radiant's mid tower.
Good awareness there, so he makes it out. Meanwhile, the fight will continue on the other side, and it'll just
They'll
be
just
the
sacrifice,
IO
I
being
think.
taken down.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
That was, yeah, good trade once again for Double Dimension. Half damage down to the tier 3 top, just with a bit of this poke. Alright, so DK Phobos got his axe. He's going for a refresher now? Are you kidding me? Okay. So he wants to get the most mileage out of his ultimate possible, which is still pretty good considering that there's just still only 1 BKB on the side of Double Dimension either. Still with me? Garter? Did you lose Garter? I lost Garter. God damn it.
No.
Ah, there you
I'm
are.
around.
Okay.
I'm around. Just not sure. Like, game is going super chaotic now. Like, they have the tiny BKB. I think he's just saving in case he needs to buy back. But he has a BKB.
Yep.
But throwbacks, man.
Well, Eugene is actually still
Venom.
being kept alive by this Glimmer Cape from his teammates, so they only get this 1 Venom kill. But granted, that's the highest net worth hero on the side of Double Dimension, so they're not gonna be
Yeah,
unhappy
Venom
about that.
kill is super big. They should, if they could force his buyback somehow. Oh no, creep skip.
Well,
Oh,
can they
what
get
a
the blink to the
play.
right position? They find him with the Wisp Spirits.
Oh my.
Oh, this is
That
like
was-
the life science detector coming through right there. And deny.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, if he could have pulled that off, that would be pretty good, because he could save, like, Venom buyback. But now, instead they might have to both buyback.
tier 2
Depending.
already very, very low, so at the very least that'll die Eugenian, so one gets some blink out
So
somehow.
one hit. Nah.
They won't get to the high ground until Venom respawns though.
Yeah, they won't because Zeus bought time for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, I wanna go for it.
Roshan's back up, so is it something that Team Spirit look at now? With the lanes being pushed out?
Rosh is up. Not sure they know about that. But they must be afraid going for it because of those turn of events.
I'll have some more -7 now and form of these Soul Curas, commit the walls again. This is quite fast this time around, but movements are there. They're ready to smoke up on the side of double dimension. If they had a smoke, but they don't, so they just have to walk in regardless.
Alright.
What the hell is this? Okay, that's no shacket. Taking out the Iceberg got bashed just before Aegis died, but now taking Phobos with ultimate in the side. Next level pops on BKB, it's a 1v1 fight. That's not something that you can win if you like it at this point, I don't think. Relocate to the bottom lane here, look at this! Team Spirit with the rat plays! Just leaving his team to deal with this bullshit on their own. BZZ is trying to kite around this Lycan without his ultimate. He'll be absolutely fine. So the clan one set of racks come right back into the fray. Iceberg ready with a blink in a couple of seconds. Still gets the stun off regardless on the Lycan. Should be able to just swipe him down with a couple more right clicks.
They got their racks as well, man.
Well, actually Shrine keeping Lycan alive. So he will survive with the TP onto the Shrine. But yeah, as you said, what a play. DK Phobos, not sure how he died. Venoman's actually doing something. But yeah, the damage has been done. They still got Aegis on Iceberg. They had the time to just relocate to the bottom and finish off his racks. What a play.
Yeah, it's a typical Vanscore play. Like,
Yeah.
I play pubs with him a lot, and he is playing Wisp, and he always does this. As soon as he sees that the fight is going weird, something that you're like not sure if you're winning or no, he just goes for YOLO racks, push. Yeah. Works so well. Tiny has the cheese as well, by the way. Probably gonna hand it to Centaur or even Wisp.
Wisp could be good,
Not sure Panda will
situation,
take.
but...
I'm not sure Panda will take it. But yeah. Wisp or Centaur seems pretty logical.
Alright. Team Spirit back in control of this game now. Do they... I mean, would you say they have everything they need now to keep going high ground?
Honestly, not sure. I mean, yes, they do because they have Aegis, but still hard to fight long fights against DD, and now they don't die as fast nearly as fast. So not sure how easy it is to push. I think they will just try to split them as much as they can and wait for them to make a mistake and get a pick off, because otherwise just going to Rex and hitting it, I don't think that works. Like, Zeus is pretty good for that.
I mean, I don't know. Worst comes to worst, as long as there's no glyph, you can just walk up as a tiny, press BKB and kill the tower during that time. It's still a 9-second duration, so...
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that, but that's like... Not sure you want to do that. No.
Well,
but there's like... something... I don't know.
I mean, it's basically great. Look at the mid lane at the same
pushing.
time, right? Serpent Watt's coming through as well on mid lane, so they'll claim the range tracks. They do get the Aegis though, and Iceberg has his BKB times out, but not really in a position to follow up. Push on the other side, F and stop. Flow comes through with the ultimate. FNG blinks away from it though, so good play on him. But BZ is still pretty damn dead unless he can get the TP out. Nothing to cancel, so he should be able to survive in the fountain. Middle lane of Rax completely taken out.
Yeah,
just hammer it down, hammer it in. Not even giving a damn about, like,
I think
alright, Aegis, whatever,
might
use
be...
it.
Oh no, nice, he saved him. Probably this play was that DD were trying to split push, and I'm not sure that was the right approach.
Yeah.
As you can see, like, you need to be in your base when Tiny is close, or that happens. Because I mean, yeah, you pop BKB and hit the Rex, that's fine, but they lost two sides.
Yeah.
I mean, not two sides, but like they lost a side for free for no reason, and the BKB on Tiny was just for tier 3, which usually not too worth it. And like Lycan couldn't TP because Brew was trying to cancel his TP.
Yeah.
So it was kind of
Well,
weird.
this is where you spam space created in team chat. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
So,
pretty sure. Pretty sure if there's a case,
yeah.
there's gotta be one.
All right. The and dire straits right now. I mean, there's still a cheese and yeah, it's still in Tiny's backpack.
Yeah,
So
he
it's,
got the burrito. Deadless.
well, that's a big ultimate upgrade too. Look at this guy, he's hitting for 460, 70, 480 or so damage without a
He
crit.
healed a lot of damage.
Right?
Yeah, his original now damage is like 480, but
The Dyer's courier took a trip to the old family farm.
That courier snipe
it's a
though.
lot of damage.
Was there anything on this courier or was it on the way back? 2 smokes and a void stone fair for
Why? Why isn't he giving the cheese to Wisp? They could take Rex like that pretty easy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess he could go for the swapping Blink with cheese, hit the Rex with BKB, hit it some more with cheese as well. Not sure if they want to go down that road. It's like the risky road.
Yeah. If you don't have BKB, you're gonna get locked down quite a bit.
Yeah,
So I
you
thought
need a
you
lot
might
of
not even get the
damage.
cheese off, right? If your Shake is on top of you, Ice Power from Jakiro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So if Wisp had it, he could always use it.
There's a pick off. Smoke out onto Dark. Glimmer Cape keeps him
Oh
safe for
no.
now, plus the
Glimmer,
Nimbus.
OP.
So that'll be that, but are there any sort of red plays coming through? Not just, yeah, next level, pops at BKB, FNG. Well, he just runs over the cliff because BZ has Magnum Scepter. Next level goes to the other side. BKB times out. Follow-up control there from BZ. Meanwhile, up top, well, Iceberg brings down Eugenius. Undershock bites back. At this point, it's a two-pronged attack. The range tracks are dead. The glyph will delay
Oh,
the melee
no,
racks for a little bit,
don't
but Iceberg
get-
pops the BKB. He just doesn't care. Might die after this
Yeah,
BKB
man.
ends, but... Yeah.
Jeez, oh my god!
Oh,
he had
almost.
cheese for 1 second.
Dyer's got a case.
That was hilarious.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
really.
think so. They got the megas.
Yeah.
But that was close.
Oh, I think Io was trying to go for a relocate play. Not sure.
It's hard. Zeus can cancel.
But yeah, this, regardless of these kind of YOLO plays, this should still be a win for Team Spirit, because Double Dimension, they've really no ways to deal with Mega Creeps, do they?
They don't have a very bad lineup at holding, but they don't have enough farm. Like Spirit 4. He bought back as well, so if they kill him, that's... yeah, they have no buybacks. No way. No way they can. Zeus, like no buybacks. No way they can defend.
Yeah, the only one who has it is Flo.
Oh,
Gonna try and take
no.
a team fight, one desperate attempt. BZZ forced to throw out his ultimate defensively. FNG, get the hell out of there. Links away, but next level, still running after him. This ultimate's about to time out though. FNG starts with a hex, so you can't actually right click. Follow up the shackles. They have some mega creeps to help out too, but that shackle will be cancelled. BZZ's there to follow up, help his buddy out.
What?
This is, I don't know what's happening here anymore. FNG has another blink in a second. The wolves will cancel it though, so hey, good play on that. Blinked from Flow. They'll get that kill. BZZ keeps doing things, but hey, look at the base! Relocate Iceberg
Yeah.
and Vensko. They just don't give a damn. Objective-based gaming. TP scramble back,
GG.
next level. So will the Halberd, but well, he will still die. Vensko just leaves Iceberg here, pops a BKB, he'll get that kill. Unless next level is fast enough to run away. Tries to arm the toggle, but yeah, that's a big crit. 1k damage on
You
that
don't-
one. You don't arm
You
the
don't
toggle that.
toggle
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
You don't toggle 1k crit. Iceberg will cancel his attempts. So BZZ comes. He still has the
Undershot.
cheese
Still
too,
has
so...
TP.
Only Undershock and
TP on
Jakiro
Zeus
left.
soon. Seems like they'll be able to defend.
Nah, Undershock split pushing dude. To get a tier 3
No, he had
zone.
his TP on CD. No. It's happening.
Brutal, savage, wrecked. Almost 2-shot here on this Shaker to round out this game. Team Spirit victory. what an impressive performance it was. That big set though, DD, they had some bright spots in this game.
Yeah. Was rough early game, but they turned it around. They believed.
Yep.
But just not enough.
In Venomance, I feel like he didn't really get as much done as they needed him to. Undershock, of course, being destroyed mid didn't help. Like the only way, or the only reason they stuck him out in this game for so long was his first Roche attempt from Team Spirit. It just took too long, and they were able to take a good team fight with Undershock and Flow surviving.
Yeah. They were confident they can take it fast, but these Roche fights are just always like they're actually so weird. Like I've lost countless games on Roche. It's
Yeah.
just how it works. Sacred place of losing games.
Alright, so, but at the end, the scoreline, as you would expect, Team Spirit now up to 5-2, I believe, so they're or 5-1 actually.
No, 5-2. I think
Okay.
it's Team Spirit. Navi was 4-2 as well, so they were tied. So now they are 5-2 after this win. They are
Yeah, in
third.
that case, this overview on the official document is wrong.
Yeah, I think it's M19 7-1, Team Empire 6-1,
Yeah,
Vega Squadron 5-1, and Team Spirit 5-2.
yeah.
It's the next team. So, who do they play next?
Alright, let me just check the bracket.
They play Vega. Yeah, this is a pretty
Yeah.
important match because pretty much decides who's gonna be third. Not sure how the places, what
Vega has
matters and what not.
we can take a look at that after the break, I suppose, because hey, Spirit versus Vega is actually going to be our next matchup right here on the stream. So if you're interested in that, as you should, definitely do stick around. We've got a lot of Vega today on the stream, but anyway. Spirit versus Vega, Vega versus M19 later, Navi versus Vega as well as the final match for the CIS Regionals. But yeah, for now, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in a moment, so don't go too far away.
What does a hero truly